What mattered the most to you? Like even with the music, the clothing line, all of that. What's the number one thing that really matters to you the most though throughout all of this right here?
My number one goal in life when it's all over with is to build an entire theme park.
Word.
Yeah, that's the whole gist of this. That's the whole bottom line. That's why I say music's cool and it's gonna be incorporated with everything. But I'm a big fan of Walt Disney. Period. I'm a big fan of Walt Disney. People that innovate, Steve Jobs, even Kanye West, man, love it or hate it.
Word, man.
You gotta push forward. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and especially with Walt, the way he created his characters, his whole brand to the point where it sells. You know, you always gotta buy into Mickey Mouse. You always got, it's some form of life. You always got to buy into Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and all that. Everybody done had it at some point in their life.
I never heard that before, man.
So that's my main goal, man. Is to do another theme park in the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? If it's not in the Carolinas, it'll be somewhere in America.
Do you think that we need to bleep this out? We may need to do a stay tuned, hold on this, because honestly though, man, like when I talk to artists, man, I always want to know like what's the end game?
What's the end game?
You know what I mean? Because like
that and I ain't mean to cut y'all, but that's the end game, and just creating things that's gonna create generational wealth for my kids and putting them in the game to where they can take over. You know what I'm saying? Because like I teach them that, and my daughter here, she can tell you, and my son, you know, all them, they can tell you the first thing I ever taught them is to be a producer, not a consumer.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a consumer, all you doing is consuming, man, you ain't never figuring out ways to make money. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the whole bottom line, is create these generational wealth, create pockets so they're able to not have to go hard for themselves. Even if they want to do it themselves, they got a backup plan to go ahead and go, let me go into my stash that I already got to help me do it. I don't want them to come from the bottom up. I want them to come from where they at and then go from that, because it's still gonna be a struggle either way.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing easy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the whole bottom line for me, to make sure my great grandkids is done and straight when I'm dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Now look, speaking of legacy, right? If you could really, really just like open up for anybody or have any type of crowd, who would you want to open up for?
With dead or alive, or just right now?
If I say dead or alive, it'd be too easy. But if I just said this alive, it'd probably be like they kind of limit you. So I'm gonna keep this broad.
Okay.
Dead or alive, and why?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think you're the second one that told me that. Somebody said Michael Jackson. Yeah. But why Mike though?
Well, it was my early influence. When I was influenced to the music, it was Michael Jackson, James Brown, because my dad would play him. You know what I'm saying? My mom would play Mike, my dad would play James. You know what I'm saying? My dad liked the funk, man. You know what I'm saying?
That funk, yeah.
All over, man. We used to be in the 66 Plymouth Fury, man, riding with blue leather seats and bumping the James Brown, all the way up to the I'm Real album, the one we did with what's my boy's name? The boys that used to be on that movie, House Party, the group.
I know you're talking about.
They produced that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, man, we used to bump that when I was little and all that, and you know, a lot of my game come from sidebar. A lot of my game come from my mother and father. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like in the beginning, they was the ones that took me to Disney World.
First time.
Yeah, in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so they took me there and it sparked my mind so much, so they just kept taking me because they knew that helped me create and think as a kid. So, you know, that. And also my dad is a painter. You know what I'm saying? My dad's an artist and a painter, so he's able to, he showed me the art.
The art
that's
side.
where, I guess that's where the
creativity, the graphics, it makes sense now.
I mean, I got pictures of my dad used to paint on church vans. And, do stuff for the churches and stuff like that. And also, back in the early 90s, late 80s, my dad had every sign that's on side of the stores and stuff in Rayford, he would paint them for people and get paid for it, and also license plates.
Come on, man, that's legendary.
He was a hustler,
That's
man.
what's up right there.
Yeah, mom was good at sewing and being. She was like a seamstress. She did that very well. She never pursued it professionally, but I used to see that, and I guess that's where the fashion side comes.
That's where it did come from.
Yeah.
That's where ain't no guessing, bro. That's where it came from. Yeah. That's what's up right there, man. Listen, I tell you this, man. Like throughout this whole process, man, that you got going on, because really, I done sat down with a lot of artists, man. But I consider you an artist. Don't get my mouth shady and not taking that away from you.
Right.
But man, you really a whole package, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like you really, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you see it from a different perspective because you've been through an era where like you had to respect it.
Yeah, you had to respect it.
You know what I mean? You had to like really like respect the grind and not just hitting a button and like thousands of people to see it.
And see, you know the crazy part about it is, man, as much as these cats be rapping, man, I mean, even in the new era, man, they still not hustling right. They still not hustling right, man. And I ain't even talking about just how they structure their business, but
just
like,
the move,
just how they move and how they don't know how to do it. They don't know what to do, and they always skipping steps. And that's one thing that I said. I said, don't skip steps. And skipping steps come in different type of variations, man. It's like you can't skip steps. Like, for example, you can't think buying a feature from a major artist and you own.
Nah,
it's not gonna happen.
Oh man, I done seen so many. Listen, I done seen it firsthand. Artists just losing money, just throwing it. So you could might as well just say, hey, look, just take that right there.
Yeah, and then they take 10, 20 bands. 10, 20 bands could have had you like doggone $100,000 because you could have flipped that into a campaign and would have brought back the money.
Would have brought back the money with it.
You know what I'm saying?
And look, what you said earlier though, the game is to be what?
Sold, man.
Not to be told.
Man. You know, it's just, you know, they don't understand, and that's one thing now. As far as the Carolinas concerned, they're getting caught up to the curve on what's going on.
Right.
And they learning that. I'm happy that we don't got to go to Atlanta all the time and do what we got to do. It's good to do business. I go down there and do business, but we don't got to. If you're a new artist, you only got to go down there and do it. You can do it right here. You can make move right here. You can come to Perry Pitt, you know, TV, big media and all that.
Yeah, all that work.
You know
you ain't
get your promo pack. Do what you got to do, man. You know, so there's plenty of it. And then people in your own soil, man. If you don't love yourself, who you gonna love?
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And look. You give it to them live and direct. Let the people know where they can follow you at, though. Let them know where they can find your music at, too, as well.
You can find my music on official3dstraw.com. New album dropping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when this gonna drop, but
really though, I feel like it need to correspond together. I always tell artists that too. It need to come in right when your stuff is doing this right here, or it's already on that coast. That would need to come right on behind it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you know it's gonna come whenever you ready. You say P, I'm ready.
Okay.
And then we gonna drop.
We might as well drop it on the 31st.
31st.
Halloween drop.
He gonna make me get home right now and start working on y'all. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. I mean, cause everything, you know, I'm type. I mean, for one, sidebar, the album drops on the 31st, which Halloween this Saturday. You know,
you gotta shoot a video too, right?
It's already dropping there too.
Okay.
So that's why I want the interview should drop there too.
Say no more.
You know what I'm saying? The more content, the merrier, man. And, you know.
Say no more.
We'll get it out there flowing. But, yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Official3dstraw.com. That's where everything is. And also og910.com is where you can get all of my clothing brand and my merch and stuff like that. You can get some of them Mutate 1 high brain freeze sneakers that I just dropped. And, you know.
I gotta come shop with you too, man. Yeah. I appreciate the shirt.
Yeah, rock with me.
Yeah, no. Listen, I'm rocking with you. I came out here in the woods. You know, I'm rocking with them. And I came through the cracks in the corners.
We call that the Bat Cave, man. You know how Batman used to come through the
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm rocking with you, man. You know, I will tell you this. You know, what I'm saying, as being somebody out here that's moving and shaking, just continue to keep doing it though. Like. I ain't telling you something that you don't already know. I know that for a fact, but I'm just letting you know from just seeing everything, what's really going on, man. It's really all about just working, connecting the dots.
Right.
Because I realize it's no such thing as like going to a certain location or being around a certain person or catching a feature with somebody to say that you made it or you own. Being on is going through the process of it. If you tell yourself you own when you going through the process, then you already on.
You there.
It ain't no, like you said, like the game don't have rules.
Nah, it's all to the eye of the beholder, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, own, like, some people say own is having, what, $1 million? So you
That's what I thought in the beginning.
You know what I mean? So, but, you know, you can make $1 million easy. That's not a hard thing to do if you really put your mind to it. Like, you gotta think about it. Cats, man, can sit up here. They can sell how many album, $10, whatever, digitally and physically, right there. You can sell $1,000 worth. You can sell 1,000 copies, make $10,000. You can do that every month if you got your paper in the right places.
Absolutely, King. Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man, for letting me come through the cave.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Rocking out, man. But once again, I want to catch this on camera. Can I get a not now, but we're gonna be doing a freestyle challenge, man. A Big Mouth Media freestyle challenge. Can I get you to be one of the contenders up there, man? Can I get you to be a part of the freestyle challenge that we about to drop?
Oh well, man, I don't freestyle no more.
But can I
can come out there.
No. It's a, you know what's so crazy though? It's a challenge, so you can be in your crib and you can say your P.
You gonna drop a hot one?
I'm gonna drop a little hot one for you real quick. You go ahead and do what you want to do.
We can do that. We can do some solid like that. Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah, we can do that.
Say
no
more,
I'll do it for you anyway.
Say no more. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I say no more. Hey, look, man. It's Pen Paper TV right here on Big Mouth Media, man. Y'all done caught the live and direct exclusive interview here with 3D Straw. I'm telling you right now, man. It's going down, man. It's going down live and direct.